All right. Out flying on the ever-expanding edge of Chico as it metastasizes like a cancer into the undeveloped areas around the town. So everybody needs more office parks. Actually, I like office parks because they're great to fly in. Unlike the fields over there. Darn nature. So inconvenient for my flying needs. I saw this building on the way in. I think it's some sort of government building. It's really cool looking and apparently under construction. Those weird round edges. God, I wonder how much this is costing the state, the county, and the city for another fancy building, and they can't even repair the roads. Does look cool to fly around, though. Again, works out well for me. So I slowly benefit from the downfall of humanity, I guess. All these lovely fields. Now lovely car parks. Hey, I know that fat guy. I also saw a bunch of other construction going on here. Man, look at all these dirt piles. They're gonna build even more stuff out here. Even more stuff. They can't even rent the ones they have. They're gonna build some more. But while they're busy tearing up the land, I mean, I got cool stuff to fly around. Can't complain too much. Again, totally works out for me. Just doesn't work out for anybody else. Oh, I love all this construction equipment. So industrial. I wonder what this building is. I don't fly too close to it because I probably got lost in there. Also, I think there's some guys working on it. I don't want to disturb them, but it's got like sheet metal. I don't know what's going on here. I thought it were solar panels, but I actually don't think they are. Of course, I guess it's too early to figure out what's going on because it's so early into the build. I am being just hammered by the wind. So you can see in the unstabilized footage, it is jumping around like mad. Another good reason not to fly too close. Although I really, 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 really want to fly inside there. But I'm not gonna. Because one, it'd probably take somebody off. And two, that wind would definitely knock me into those hanging rebars and whatever else they got going on over there. More of this weird stuff. Man, is this all going to be one massive parking lot? Hey, a construction guy. I don't even know what they're doing over here. Probably more strip malls. Can't have enough strip malls, right? This little parking lot's kind of nice. I was wondering where everybody was today, and then I checked the calendar on my phone, and it's like, oh, Veterans Day. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I guess that's the reason why everybody seems to be missing. I was going to avoid some of this area because I was pretty sure there's going to be tons of people around, but nope. Dead in the door now. A lovely parking lot. I wonder how long it'll take this parking lot to go to complete crap. I'd say about 5 years, noting the other parking lots that have already gone to rubble. They love to build them, they just don't like to maintain them. Oh well, enough of me picking on Chico City Council and all their poor decisions. Nah, I'll pick on them some more in the future. I love it. Ripping them a new one's just a hobby of mine I enjoy so much. But that's probably not any reason why anyone's watching my footage. You want to see the fly? You want to see the zoom? Well, I want to pack it up. Head to a new location. Check out some more of these weird things they're building around here. Next location. Boy, another benefit of Veterans Day. I can fly around the new courthouse. There is nobody around. This place is closed up. Dead in the door now. God bless the veterans and their day that conveniently empties a parking lot for me. Woohoo! Little salute to the flags. Look at that. That nicely framed shot. Unfortunately, the flags aren't blowing even though the wind is. I can't even imagine how those flags are staying so still considering how hard the wind's pounding. So unpatriotic. This courthouse building is really cool. It's not one of those things that's just like, how much money did they spend on this? It is like it's an art project. I mean, they made it real fancy. The interior is even fancier than the outside. Got this crazy glass thing on top. I don't even know what purpose that serves. Probably only adds to the air conditioning bill, but it looks real neat. Ooh, careful now. Say, that wind is heavy. Oh, they're tearing up the landscape over here. Probably going to put in more of these upper middle class blocks. I don't think they've rented out even a tenth of them. Who can afford those rents? Whoosh, right into that parking lot. I gotta be careful. I'm getting a little too daring on the sticks, especially this heavy-duty wind. You know, yeah, my skills are starting to pick up a little bit. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the flight. It feels real natural. Ooh, air conditioning. See, look at this weird glass thing. It's pretty. I don't know what it's for, but it's pretty. I'll fly over here and check out these overpriced apartment blocks. In this field they are leveling. Piles of dirt. They are definitely flattening it out for something. That lovely building. Ooh. Little gap. Gap. Gotta hit the gap. Oh, yes. That is actually kind of a hard gap to do when doing like full manual loop or something. But the Avata is just so smooth. Hey, see, check out this glass thing. Real fancy. Somebody must come up here and clean the glass. For whatever purpose it serves. Which, as far as I can tell, is absolutely nothing. A big parking lot, too. I've come out here and flown at night, but none of my DJI stuff I have right now is any good at night, so... Need to fly it during the day. This is like the only time I could have flown it during the day. This was just absolute dumb luck. I came out at the perfect day, the perfect light. Otherwise, I would have never got this building in daylight until midway through the summer, because it's usually full of people. Check out this area back over here. More construction. More stuff they're building. They build these things up, but do they ever rent them? I don't know. Ooh, air conditioning. Air conditioning. Air conditioning. I love the forbidden air conditioning. You never get to see that stuff in real life when you're walking around. But you take to the air, you can see all of the pretty air conditioning hiding on the rooftops. The forbidden love. See, I'm actually having a hard time trying to land because of the wind whipping around. Thank goodness the Avata is so solid in the air. It's able to resist those gusts. My skill would not be enough alone. Whoa. See? Definitely not enough alone. Alright, let's pack it up. Head for the next location. I found a little spot over here. And I just gotta do a quickie. Because I found cranes! This is where they've been hiding them all, I guess. They have them parked in a row. I wonder what they're there for. Homes for sale. Yeah, I bet there's homes for sale because nobody's renting them. Ooh, industrial equipment. I usually can't get this close to industrial equipment because they always lock them behind fences and stuff. And I don't know. So there's like 5 or 6 cranes all lined up in a row, just hanging out, waiting for their moment to shine with me. Their cameraman. I gotta be careful. I don't want to wind up in that one of those baskets, or I'm never getting my drone down. Yeah, there's people living in some of these, at least a few. I can't imagine they have enough parking. These little, what do they call them? Little ticky-tack boxes. There's a word for it where they're all exactly the same. I mean, they look nice enough right now. They're brand new. They haven't had a chance to deteriorate or anything. But boringness slowly absorbing Chico. Alright. bring this back in before somebody figures out I'm here. 'Cause I'm pretty sure they're not going to want me here. Take off to the next location. Alright, back at the old park. Emerson Park. Of course, this time, I'm going to be flying with a little bit more power. Because the Neo would definitely get its little butt kicked in these winds. Besides, there's a bunch of stuff around here I've never had a chance to see before. I'm having problems taking off, though, because it keeps telling me I'm near an airport. I'm not near the airport. It's like, and then it just takes off. Like I put the controller in my lap, boom, right off into the air. Thank God it went straight up and didn't crash into a tree or anything. It just suddenly figured out, oh, he's not near an airport. Go ahead and let him take off. So he just bolted into the air. I guess the GPS thought I was like a couple of miles closer to the airport or something. Well, those are pretty trees. Look at this nice big green field. I didn't bother taking the Neo out across because Neo does not travel that fast. But in the Avata, whip right across that field in a second. It's actually got some decent power behind it. My little Neo's so nice for moving around small areas. Very small areas. You get in the Avata and suddenly I'm like in a Lamborghini. I'm just whipping across the landscape. Perhaps a little too fast. I mean, the picture's got good resolution, but I can't always make out some of these wires and stuff. Ooh, more industrial stuff. I wonder what all that's about. Oh, crap. I did not notice those wires that well until I was on top of them. I gotta stop looking at industrial sites and pay attention to where I'm flying. Cool industrial sites. Alright, back to the flying at hand. Got a little signal drop over here behind these little hills. Fortunately, the Avata's got GPS, and it's programmed to take it on back, and there's no trees, so I'm pretty sure it can fly straight up and fly back to me if it needed. You know, I know it's like Veterans Day, but you think at least a few people would be out and about. There's hardly anybody anywhere. Like a ghost town. Everybody's out having fun somewhere else. Oh, check out that stupid metal sculpture thing. Man, it looks so small when I got it. When I'm flying a drone, they actually move at some decent speed. I'm whipping by that thing. I've hardly even noticed it. When I was flying the Neo, it looked massive, and now it looks like a toothpick. Ooh, right back into the park. Zipping and zooming. Of course, it moves around so fast, I'm a little nervous about flying around things like that. That's more of a Neo territory sort of thing. The Avata's got a lot of power, but it's a little less control when you're moving at that speed. Zip over the top of my own head. I mean, I guess it was raining earlier, so maybe that's why everybody's just gone. Oh, check out this field over here. Looks like they're growing crabgrass, like on purpose. Whoa, watch out. I got DJI care, but I really don't want to have to get this replaced if I don't have to. I'll check this back area. There's another weird little collection of houses just sort of hanging out in the field. Uh-oh, power lines. Okay. This time I see you, power lines. I'm getting the hell away from you. Sneaking up on me like that. Man, they already got little muddy poles of stuff. I bet that collects mosquitoes. Mad. I think this is part of the creek. Gotta watch out for the scraggle in here. Looks really cool though. I might... Whoa! Okay. Maybe, I don't know. I kind of want to fly this area some more, but oh my god, there are wires everywhere. I gotta watch where I'm going. Jiminy Christmas. Not the safest area. Maybe I'll find someplace else to fly. Or at the very least, fly some little smaller sections with the Neo. It bounces. I don't think the Avata would bounce. I'm pretty sure the Avata, even hitting grass at high speed, will still break. I want to break my baby. My muscle car. My Lamborghini of drones. Well, it's more like a muscle car. My good Corvette. Look at that nice, smooth control, man. Flies like a dream. It's a real sports car compared to the Neo. Alright, so we gotta bring it back over here. Gently park it without slamming it into something. Come on back, baby. Yeah, put that power away. It's too much power. It's too much power. You know what? I couldn't resist. Ah, stupid camera. Why was it filming sideways? I didn't tell it to film sideways. But you know, I figured since I'm in the park and stuff, and the wind's died down a little bit, yeah, maybe take the Neo out. Give a little zip around the old park. Since there's nobody here, I can actually go explore that area where those kids were doing homework. Because this is a really neat little set of benches and stuff. I just didn't want to bug them last time, so I stayed away from it. All these concrete shapes. They're very geometrical. Kind of a classical little architecture thing. You see, with the Neo, you can really appreciate flying around stuff like this. Whereas the Avata, you just whoosh, right past it. And you know, when you get the Avata, it comes with a bag. The bag has enough space. You can tuck the Neo into a corner. I think it's a hell of a combo. Avata 2 for the fast stuff. Neo for the little precision flying, where you wanna experience life as like a little bug zipping through the massive objects around you. Well, you really get a sense for how small a Neo is when it passes under one of these little benches. It is just like the size of a fist. Maybe a large fist. Ooh, watch out. It's definitely bigger than any other Whoop. But it's just small enough for some nice little gaps. You can take it up. It can fly higher. Oh, but the wind is hitting that thing. Even though the wind's died down, it's still more than enough wind to give the Neo some trouble. Now, here's an important thing to remember when you're coming down from a height. Is make sure to travel forward towards an area that you know is open. You don't want to bring it straight down into some tree branches. All right. Well, I think I've flown the bejesus out of this day. Got a whole bunch of dead batteries. And it's getting cold. So, time to head home. Park this thing. Ah, carefully. Oh, in a puddle. Yes, perfect. Wonderful. All right. Also, apparently, I've already spent all of my luck. So I'm going to go home before something breaks.